Attack on Titan Revolution is one of the most hyped Roblox games ever made, and somehow it is very already excruciatingly boring. Same wave, same Titan, same sprint, no greeting, no intro, no. It's just a cold start. Don't get me wrong, the movement is clean, most of the stuff is there, but after an hour you've seen everything, and that's the problem they could fix right now. Right? There's no stakes, no evolution, no reason to log back in. You grind for an hour and it feels like you've been in the same 5 seconds on loop over and over. The source material, that being Attack on Titan, the manga and anime, is built for drama, tension, factions, world building. The game gives you none of that. And please, don't get me wrong. Contrary to what my normal content is, this isn't a hate video. It's a blueprint, because, yes. Here's my pitch. Scouts vs Titans PvP mode. 2 teams, Scouts with full ODM, blade mechanics. If you want to give them thunder spears, you can. Titans, they have the basics, stomps, grabs, roar abilities, asymmetric gameplay. One side outmaneuvers, one side overpowers. It's never the same twice because you'd have different people on each team every time. And here's why it would work, because every match has a story. There's a winner, a loser, a moment where one person on one side clutches up and wins it for their team. People clip it, post it. It's free marketing for the devs. The devs benefit too. Now, a game that already does this in a way is Titan Warfare. If you know that game, there's a PvP mode between Marlians and Eldians. You can that's free game that's free gameplay right there. That's free gameplay right there. Now, another thing that I would like to point out as a potential fix could be a story mode. We have the fall of Wall Maria, the first expedition, the basement reveal, scripted missions with cutscenes and dialogue. You're not just not mindlessly killing Titans, you're actually living in the episodes. Imagine getting to Aaron's basement yourself. Imagine a Roblox cutscene of Armin's sacrifice. Lean into what made fans obsess over the anime. Story mode is literally the easiest way to actually capture that feeling. Story mode gives new players a reason to start, and veterans a reason to replay on harder difficulties. Both groups stay longer. Playtime goes up, server population stays healthy. Now, fix 3 that I would like to have would be free roam. An open world Shiganshina, the walls, the forest of giant trees, no objectives, just you, your ODM or thunder spears, and the world. Practice swings, find secrets, mess around with friends. This is a hidden goldmine for the simple fact free roam creates content creators. People spend hours in Minecraft and GTA just existing. That sandbox energy keeps a game alive for years and unlocks an entire genre of Roblox content. Free roam servers become friend groups become guilds become the reason people log in every day, and it ties back into long-term player retention. Fix number 4, and I have been a very big advocate for this. I have been a major advocate for this. And I'm going to start this off by saying the family system in this game is a trap. And I'm going to show you the math behind it. So, let me show you exactly how impossible it is to get what you actually want. Not my opinion, this is the actual math. And I had to say that since I know there's going to be some people in the comments who don't understand what I'm saying. So I'm going to put this in the easiest way I can. Legendary has 3 families: Ackerman, Jaeger, Rias. Rise, I don't care. Mythic has two families, Helos and Fritz. Most players don't realize the pull rate gets split. Now, what that means is they see, because right now the families are on ×2 rarities, or not ×2 rarities, ×2 rates, my bad. So they see, oh, I have a 0.14% chance of getting a legendary, and think that's their shot at Ackerman. It's not. In the ×2 event, Ackerman is 1 in 2,143. The base rate for Ackerman is 1,300. No, 1 in 3,750. If you want to get Helos specifically, 1 in 4,000. But the base rate when it's not ×2 families is 1 in 8,000. So here's some real world comparisons. Ackerman at ×2 rates, 1 in 2,143. You are more likely to be born with a third nipple. That is a real statistic. That is your best case scenario. Ackerman at base, 1 in 3,750. In a baseball stadium of 40,000 people, each doing a single pull, only about 11 of them go home with Ackerman. The rest get commons. This is Helos at 2 times rates, 1 in 4,000. This is roughly the same odds as guessing someone's 4-digit PIN on the first try. You just don't. Helos at base is 1 in 8,000. In a sold-out NFL stadium of 70,000 fans, about 8 or 9 people pull Helos. 8. That is absurd. Now here's what the fair rates would actually look like. If you had a legendary, the current rates are 1 in 2,143, as I've said, with ×2 rates. The fair rates per family, as in if you want a specific family, would be 1 in 120. For Mythic, instead of 1 in 4,000 on ×2 rates, it should be 1 in 400. At 1 in 400, Mythic is still genuinely rare. You'd still feel the pull when it hits, but it wouldn't require spending real money just to have a fighting chance. The game is already repetitive, but when you realize the characters that would actually make it fun are, or not characters, my bad, the families that would actually make it fun are mathematically near impossible to get for free, that's not just boring, that's predatory design. Because unless you have good luck, good RNG, yes, it is mathematically near impossible to get these overpowered good families that make everything incredibly easy. And even then, without those families, the game is incredibly easy. If you want the exclusivity, if you want the prestige of having these legendary families, these mythic families, even with the rates that I am currently presenting, it would still make these families excruciatingly rare. Rapid fire, PvP, because every match needs a story. Story mode, because this game is built on one of the most lore-heavy series to ever be created. Free roam, because every great game lets you get lost in the game itself. And lastly, fix the gacha, because 1 in 8,000 is not a feature. It's the worst type of gambling. The bones are already there. The devs literally just have to build the house around the frame they already have. And stop hiding the best rooms of that house behind a fucking slot machine. So, please, drop a comment. Which thing would you fix first? Would you add PvP, story mode, free roam, or fix the gacha rates? I'm reading every single comment. And if the devs somehow see this, we see you. I'm not gonna say I'm rooting for you because you guys are kinda shifty, but just please give us a reason to stay.